Okay, we're going live again. I'm a little later than usual. I just did a bunch of groceries and laundry and a bunch of other things that I had to get done. Now let's just pop out the chat here for a second and let's see if anyone will be watching soon. Hopefully somebody will. All right. I am live. Yes, I am. See if anyone picks up on this. There we are. Well, while we're waiting for people to come on, if anyone does, I'm going to pour myself a gin and tonic because it's warm. It was warm and sticky today. I don't know the exact temperature or anything. I just know it was warm and sticky. Wouldn't that be something if nobody tuned in? And we just pour some of this stuff in here and sit here and relax until someone comes on. Oh, we got 2 viewers already. It's nice when it announces things in your mailbox, your email, and tells you that, oh, Jonathan Bender, you're on now. Yes, I am on right now. I was requested to come on tonight last week. This is what I do for my viewers. I listen to requests and try to, go by them. I know it's so late. I know. I'm hoping to get some of the crowd from across the pond that might be waking up. I know how late it is. Tomorrow, I don't know yet. I'll see how long I go tonight and how tired I am by tomorrow. I've got a few whiskey videos to make tomorrow, which is what I plan to do. I don't know. We'll see if I have any energy left tomorrow and if I've done everything I want to do by that time, including getting a bit of rest. I have a few things that I want to try tonight. Hopefully somebody will be watching. And triple cap. Good to see you high and by yourself. And have yourself a good sleep, a good rest. And yeah, tomorrow we'll see. The Scotch test dummies should be coming on. I think I saw a thing for them just a little while ago, an announcement saying that they were going to come on. I actually made a list of questions to ask, but it would be more fun to ask with more of an audience. I guess so. Well, we got 5 already watching now. It's growing. Hopefully we've got somebody from across the pond. And let's see, what else have we got? What was I going to look at? Oh yeah, I was going to have a look at the what the Scotch test dummies were doing. I'm not good at multitasking, by the way, so just let you know. Let's see what their deal is. I think they did an announcement. 16 bottle shootout. Part 2, and come on, where are you, dummies? They're not on here. I thought they did a. Oh no, maybe they did it on their shootout here. Maybe they did it here, saying when their thing was going to be tonight. Anyway, whatever. I think they're going to be on tomorrow at 7 my time. 7, wait a minute. At 10 their time? No, that can't be right. I think 9 their time, it would be 7 at my time. Whatever, I'm probably going to be at this computer anyway watching to see what's going on. We got 6 people watching already. Well, that's good. I'm going to have to get back to the comments to see what they're doing. I got sidetracked there just a little bit. Restore chat. Pop out chat. Okay, we got the chat popped out. Okay, we got more things going on here. You made a list of questions. Okay, congrats on making 500. Did I make it to 500? Well, that's pretty good because at one point it was 90, 98, and then it went down to about 94, and I'm going, oh, really? Well, okay, that's cool, whatever. I'm not really that, you know, crazy about milestones because, you know, 510 is just as good as 500, but years ago, this was intended as a little channel of me and my spouse going out for dinner and doing little restaurant reviews saying that we liked it or we didn't like it, and that was it. And it morphed into this kind of thing, and you'll just wait for a more official live stream. Well, okay, fine. 2 p.m. Central Time. So that would be 12 noon, high noon. Don't you forsake me, oh my darling, my time. Okay, 2 p.m. Central Time. So maybe I'll be doing one of these things early tomorrow if they're on at 2 p.m. So then by Central Time they'll be getting off at about 1:30. Okay, at 3:30. So 1:30 my time. Yeah. I might do one of these tomorrow. Sure. I'm just on live now. I was going to. This is the time when I usually do my, what do you call them, my whiskey videos. You know, I do a video about whiskey, and this is when I record them usually, but I was requested to come on. Let's see if I can get their attention. That's another idea. That's another idea. Okay, sorry about being a little helter-skelter here. I'm going to see if I can get this guy to come on. Where did he comment a lot? He commented a lot on the small unofficial gathering. Whatever I called it last week. What was it? I gotta roll back down on the... Oh, right. Right. Let's do it this way. Creator Studio, Video Manager, and... Small informal gathering. That's where he made all those. Video manager and small informal gathering. I'm going to send him a little message, see if he's Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans. He asked me to come on. At 2:15. Oh, okay, right. Let's just, are you online now? I'll just send him this little message. Is he online now? He's probably looking in already while I send him this. I'll just put down, I'm live. Okay, send him that. Okay. Hopefully he'll see that and come in watching Restore Chat again. This is a little tedious. You gotta click on the right things enough times. And here we are. Okay. Sneerson is on too. Let's, where's it? I have to look between bottles to get the right thing. Okay, 2 p.m. Okay, John, I will say tonight I had Glenmorangie Original, and the nose is far better than the palate. But then I had Talisker 10, very nice. Still no Lafroig though. Oh, I almost bought a Lafroig 15 tonight, but I bought a bunch of other stuff. And then just after I was in the liquor store, I was doing my laundry and watching YouTube videos on my phone, and there was Mark from Whiskey Whistle doing a review of the very Lafroig I almost bought, and it's on my list. And okay, Indian rum with single malt Scotch and Indian malt. Okay, Royal Challenge goes really well with cigars. Okay, going to Balvenie rum cask after this one. You go Quig. Okay, well here's where the Quig's going. I'm going to tell you. Okay, you guys have a little reunion there. Lefroy 15, never had that. What do you know about it? Well, what I know about it is there are two versions. There's a virgin, not a virgin, but a Freudian slip, a version that was an older version of Lefroy 15, which is apparently really hard to find right now. But then there was a 200th anniversary commemorative edition, limited edition of Lefroy 15, which is the one that Mark from Whiskey Whistle did a video of. And he he's saying, you know, go out and get some. He gives it like 91 points or 93 points or something like that. He says it's really fabulous. And so there I'm thinking, shit, you know, I bought 7 bottles of stuff for just a little more money than what this Lefroy 15 would have cost me. It's been on the shelf. I've been looking at it. 2 or 3 weeks ago, I went and bought some, 3 weeks ago. I was going to get that one, but then the Lefroy Lore was there, and there was 1 bottle of Lore, so I had to grab the bottle of Lore. And then 2 weeks ago, I went again thinking, okay, I'm going to get the 15, but then there was the 18, and I thought, oh, okay, the 18 would be good too. So I got the 18 as well, but I didn't get the 15 yet. What I know about it is it's really supposed to be really good. Like a more mellow 10? Perhaps, yeah. And 10's nice, but slightly more mellow 10. I think it's more complex too. I think they may have put some sherry casks in there. Speaking of which, I just bought my first bottle of sherry. By the way, what I'm drinking now is I got some gin here and some tonic there. About so much gin to like the rest tonic was up to here. So yeah, I got my first bottle of sherry. I'm really excited. I'm going to try this tonight. If the 15 measures up to Triplewood, well, we'll see if I can remember what Triplewood tastes like. But you know, I'll see if it yeah, I have to have a bottle. I got to get a bottle of Triplewood sometime just to have it as my benchmark besides the others to taste them up against one next to the other. So I got here my first sherry. It has it's called Dry Sack. How much did I pay for this? Hold on, I gotta find the bill. I know it's in here somewhere. Ah, yes. In this box, I bought 7 things. And the 7 things cost just a little more than a bottle of Lefroy 15. Here we are. Excuse me. I had a big dinner. Is that this one? Williams and Humbert. Must be. Yeah, okay. So that one cost me, with all the trimmings, $17.81 for 750 mils. It says that it's sherry, served chilled. I should serve it chilled. Well, what if I serve it at room temperatures? Who cares? And there's a bunch of stuff on here. What does this say? It says, distinctive blend of Palomino and Pedro Jimenez grapes aged in oak casks, product of Spain. And it's 19.5% alcohol by volume. So I'll be trying that a little later after my gin and tonic. On the back here, you know what? Maybe I'll bright amber, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'm gonna, if it says to serve it chilled, I will put it in the refrigerator really soon. And this one here is a Fonseca Porto, bin 27. This is supposed to be really good, or so I was told. And the Fonseca cost me $25.29 with all the taxes. You know, when you're used to spending $100 and up for whiskey, you know, $25 for a bottle of wine, makes you laugh. So I got some port and some sherry. And I think we all should do our part by getting some port and sherry. It says a family reserve of the Gamer Rains family for 5 generation. Bin 27 is a blend. Rich fruity ports aged in oak casks, ready to drink immediately. It does not need to be decanted unless kept in a bottle for some time. Well, I'm going to take it camping with me anyway, so it does not need to be decanted. It doesn't say anything about serving chilled. Maybe they're saying serving chilled. Maybe they are saying Vinho do Porto. Okay. Maybe they are saying to serve it chilled, just like they say to drink your whiskey on ice. How much was the 15 and 18? Yes, triple wood is very good. 18-year-old was Lafroig. Yeah, I got an 18-year-old Lafroig just over there. That's one 18-year-old. I bought a few 18-year-olds, but that was one of them. Only ever had Lafroig quarter cask. Yeah, quarter cask is very good there, Chris. But I preferred the triple wood to the quarter cask. Although the quarter cask is really nice. Yeah. How much was the 15 and the 18, if I didn't already say? Okay, the 15, 174 plus tax, and the 18, Lafroig 18, $220.79, tax included, so $191 plus tax. That's the 18, and the 15 is like about $15 less. Yeah. There, now you know. Okay. He's had the quarter cask. That is a given. Okay. Yes, I have. Yeah, okay. And excellent whiskey. It's like the triple wood, just not as mellow or sherry. Oh, are we talking about the 18 or the quarter cask? Yeah, okay. Right. Not as complex, but the base is, yeah, okay. The base is the same. Lafroig 18 is 150 in Northern California. You lucky guys. And Jesus or Jesus. Okay, I think you're probably, Jay Fretless, you're probably commenting on what I say for the prices. Yeah, they're Canadian dollars too. And yeah, things are more expensive here because we're taxed to hell and back. And you thought it was expensive there? I think we have the highest prices in the world here. But if somebody knows of any prices that are higher than ours, just let me know. By the way, they are Canadian dollars. Canadian dollars are about 75 cents. So 150, 150 US is like 200 here. So there you go. A Lafroig 18, what did I say, 220? Yeah, so it's a little more. Yeah, and ouch. Regret not taking advantage of the sale on Glendronach 12. I've heard so much good things about that one. Yes, Glendronach 12 is a good entry level. How would you say? Yeah, entry level single malt. Very nice. One of the best 12-year-olds there are. This is hitting the spot and cooling me down. And I also got some of this. Is it entry level because it's not great quality? No. The quality is fine. It's just one of those that it's only 12 years old, and they have more expensive, more complex things that are older that cost more. But entry level is not necessarily a bad thing. Like I said, that's one of the best. If there's any Glendronach that's younger or cheaper, then that would be the entry level. But you know, like if you're talking about Aaron, for example, the entry level, the best 12 you've had, right, Sneerson? Exactly. It's right up there. It is great quality. There are some entry levels that are very good quality, like the Glendronach 12, and then there's some entry levels that. May I ask what makes it special? That's pretty much one of the best ones. I don't really rate whiskey, so I don't Flavor and alcohol by volume. Yeah, thanks for rescuing me there, Sneerson. Yeah, it is. It tastes good. That's what you can say. Another thing about, there are some blends that just taste like blends, like just a regular blend, but then you get a blend that stands out, like like you think off the top of my head here, Cutty Sark Prohibition Edition. It's 50% alcohol by volume. It's got a lot of caramel, a lot of vanilla. Tastes really great. Excuse me. It's inexpensive and it tastes good. And that's what makes it special. It tastes really good and it doesn't cost a lot. You can taste the quality. You can taste, it's fruity and just delicious. I was going to show something else that I have here that I want to try tonight. This here is a Slivovitz Plum Brandy. The only reason I'm going to try Slivovitz Plum Brandy is because I have ancestors from Slovenia, which is right next to, I think this is from Croatia. Yeah, this is from Croatia, which is right next to Slovenia, and they used to drink this around there all the time. This plum brandy and cherry brandy and things like that, and wine. I just want to try it out. Okay, and Jonathan saying, on topic of blends, had a sample the other day of Johnny Walker Green and Blue. The green was actually better. What a superb whiskey. Yes, the green is my favorite Johnny Walker expressions, and it's only about $75 a bottle here, and here is about as expensive as it's going to get compared to anywhere else. Yeah, I don't have any ambitions to try the blue. I tried the what was it, the Gold Reserve, and it was really not much of an experience. There wasn't much there. It was kind of weak, 40%. What is the blue bottle at? Is that a 40%er as well, or is it like 43, something like that? I know the green is 43%, and it's wonderful. It's one of those great blends. I think it's one of the best blends there are. But it's a little expensive at $75. What you want to do is get something that tastes as good for half the price. And that's a bit of a challenge. So yeah, I'm kind of off the topic of whiskey tonight, but I'll talk about whiskey gladly. The blue is 40 ABV. That's a fail. That's a fail. I think Johnny Walker is one of those brands of whiskey and nearly $300. Yeah, exactly. It's one of those brands that tries to, how can I put this, appeal to the non-whiskey drinker, and sort of like a gateway blend, a gateway brand for people who aren't really whiskey drinkers and they want to celebrate with whiskey. And so, if it costs $300 a bottle, sure, they're going to buy it because it's the best. And why would the green be 43 and the blue only 40? Well, I think maybe it's because the green, Johnny Walker typically is a blended whiskey, a blended Scotch, which comprises of some malts and some grain whiskey blended together. The green is a blend of malts. The green doesn't have any. The green doesn't have any grain whiskey in it. It's all malt. So there you go. The blue must be loaded with really old whiskeys to justify that. Yeah, probably. They probably put some old and rare things in there that you can't get anywhere else, like maybe a bit of Brora or maybe some Port Ellen or things like that. And the older blue was higher ABV. Yeah, maybe they just maybe it just makes sense to they can meet the demand better if they bring the ABV down, so that they don't have to have as much whiskey on hand to make the blue. So it's an economy of scale. I think they try to get as many bottles out there as they can. And a 40% fail, yeah, 40% is okay if you're going to start a flight. You know, my first whiskey of the night just to get my whistle wet, you know, 40%, okay, fine. But you're going to go for a $300 starter whiskey? No, no. Because I usually move from lower ABV to higher ABV. I've got plenty of starters already that cost a lot less than $300. So, yeah, if I spend, I wouldn't buy the blue. I wouldn't think of it. And in fact, I'm not even considering buying the platinum. I tried the gold. That's enough for me. It's nothing there. It's like nothing special. Johnnie Walker, like I said, is one of those brands that's been around so long and that everybody knows it. It's recognizable everywhere. Everyone knows that it's whiskey, and you know, people who don't drink whiskey, they're not going to be looking for a Glendronach or a Glenfarclas because they've never heard of stuff like that. But they have heard of Johnnie Walker. So it's a brand, you know, it's like Marlboro cigarettes. You know, everyone in the world knows about Marlboro cigarettes, or at least they did 20 years ago when everybody smoked. And do you ever think it's a real disservice to the serious whiskey drinker, a real smack in the face, not to let us know what the blends consist of? I like transparency, just like a lot of other people do. I like to know what's in there and where it comes from and how much of it is there. Like, for example, since we're on the topic of Johnnie Walker anyway, do I have a green here somewhere? I used to. Was it near the top? Black. I had one not so long ago. Where are you? Come on. Oh, but it's way down there. There's one. While we're on the topic, yeah, it is a disservice. Everyone, what I like about the green here is it says what's in there. It says here, you know, it's got some Talisker, and it says about the Talisker. Excuse me. It says about the Talisker established, and Linkwood, the finesse. Okay, Talisker was the power, Linkwood the finesse, Cragganmore the heart, and Kalila the mystery. So it's got those four in here, and that's what's nice about this blend, the green blend, the green label blend. It tells you what's in there. That's a quality thing. Yeah, most people don't care, but the serious whiskey drinker would like to know. Sure I would. And if anyone says, you know, I got to applaud whiskey brands who say that their whiskey was sourced at MGP in Indiana, for example, even though they are a Kentucky whiskey company. You know, oh yeah, our rye was sourced at MGP in Indiana. Good. So it doesn't matter where it's made as long as it tastes good, I think. Yeah, and it would be nice to know what the blends consist of. Some of them tell you, some of them don't. And what's it say here? One must be careful with Johnnie Walker aside from green, which is yes, correct. This is a definite winner. It's it looks like it fell over once, and so it got a little kink in it. I got another one, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, Johnnie Walker, classy. Put this up there. There. screwed up. Let's get this up here. Good enough. Okay. Oh, there. Now you can see the top. See, that's the idea right there. Okay. And Sneerson is sipping on a Belveni Caribbean Cask 43. Yes, I had one of those. Mark from the same whiskey channels, Whiskey of the Year. The dude that lives in Korea. Yes. Exactly. And Jonathan says, makes me wonder why they made green the black sheep of the Johnny Walker series. Because most people never heard of it. That's the one for us serious whiskey drinkers. The other ones are for the posers and hipsters. And oh, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah. Yeah, that's for people who aren't serious about whiskey but recognize the brand, you know. And they'll go by whatever costs more is probably better. So they'll be drinking blue. All those boxes full of finished. They're finished. They've already gone. Those are empty boxes. They're finished boxes that I've had to drink. Yes, I haven't pounded them exactly. I sipped them. Red doesn't stand out, and nothing special. Good start to a flight. Overpriced. Yes. Okay. The red is meant to be a mixer. It's not meant to be sipped. It's meant to be, you put it in your cocktails, you know, what do you call them, Manhattans and Old Fashions and whatever else you call those drinks that have whiskey as a base in them. The Johnny Walker Red is not meant to be sipped, although there was one episode of one of Ralphie's videos where he did a side-by-side with a contemporary Johnny Walker Red and a Johnny Walker Red from the 60s. And the one from the 60s he found was fabulous, the way that all the flavors were married together, and it was beautiful. He said it would give a lot of single malts a run for their money. But next he said that, did I forget something? I just had one of those moments where I thought I had something here, but I don't. I'll have to go get it. Okay. I must have left it in the kitchen. Yeah. So anyway, Ralphie had the two bottles next to side by side, and he tried both, and he said that the one from the 60s was really good, would give a lot of single malts a run for their money, but the contemporary red label, he just more or less pushed it aside and said, put that in your blend, in your cocktails, highballs, whatever. Red and Jack Daniels seem to both have a bad rep with the serious whiskey drinker. Well, yeah, because there are other things that taste so much better. Do I like Jack? I do not like Jack Daniels Old Number 7, no. To me, it tastes like kerosene and cherries. And that's it. That's all. There's so many things that taste better for less money. So why would I go for that? Although I did buy a bottle of Jack Daniels single barrel, and I'm going to try that out, see if I like it. But I haven't tried it yet. And I'll just say that the Old Number 7 leaves a bad taste in my mouth. For less money, I can get an Evan Williams or an Elijah, not an Elijah Craig, but an Ezra Brooks. The bottle looks almost identical, costs less, and tastes better. So there you go. Does it have a good mouthfeel, though? Is it viscous? Not particularly. Okay. It's not particularly viscous or have a great mouthfeel. No. It's also a mixer or something that you want to chuck back to get drunk. Not something that you want to necessarily sit there and appreciate. It's something that you sit around the campfire with a bunch of guys and you take the screw cap, you throw it in the fire, and you pass the bottle around until there's nothing left. Triple wood is chewy, yes. It's viscous. Yeah, you can sink your teeth into it if you have any teeth left. Mine, I'm losing them. So, yeah, viscous and full body. Yeah, okay, yes, exactly. But yeah, triple wood. I wish I could get some more. It's been over a year since I had any, and I liked it a lot. Oh yeah. This is going down nice. I wonder what it's going to be like to do this. Okay, this has a little tab that you can grab onto, and of course I broke it. Yes, I am an artist at doing that. Okay. Oh, good, it doesn't have a cork. Good, because I do not own a corkscrew anymore. Oh, it has a cork. It came out very easily too, but it's a kind of cork that you don't need a corkscrew for. Very good. However, I don't have a wine glass with me. Let me get a wine glass. That's what I forgot. Okay. Yeah, my apologies for coming on so late once again. You still have most of your teeth, so don't worry. Plus, you don't actually have to chew on whiskey. Well, that's a good thing, yes. Someday, everything is going to be. How much am I supposed to pour of this? I guess like that. I guess I pour the same amount as I would. Well, to the fattest point of the glass, approximately, right? I think that's the way it's supposed to be done. Okay, well, let's see if I can get away with doing this. This is my first sherry ever, even though I've had sherry secondhand in whiskey. Yeah. Smells like wine. Of course, it doesn't smell as concentrated as whiskey does. Okay, I don't know if this is high quality or if it's crap. Always wishing two things in the whiskey world. First, that the Lag 16 will drop in price, and second, that they'll put Port Charlotte 10, 11 on the market and not just the Scottish barley. Oh, they do? I have some 10. The second edition 10, I think I could still get some in the store I bought it at. You just have to be the right place at the right time. Hey, there was about a year there, a couple of years back, or like up until about a year ago, I couldn't get any Port Charlotte at all. At all. No Scottish barley, none. Nothing. You can't get any, sadly. Oh. It's a funny thing. I went to the laundromat today to do my laundry. And I needed to get some quarters for the washing machine. And so I went across the street to a liquor store. It was a beer and wine store. You have to keep checking, yeah. And this is a store I've never been in before. And they had things that I had never seen on the shelf before. Namely, they had an independent bottling of Lafroig, was 8 years old. It was like about $79. And they had another thing called the Quiet Man. And the only time I'd ever heard talk of the Quiet Man was from Whiskey Jason, that's Whiskey aus der Sicht eines Amerikaners. He does a whiskey vlog in German. And he was talking about the Quiet Man. It's an Irish whiskey. And what else have I seen there? I saw some, Fettercairn. The only time I'd ever heard of Fettercairn was on Ralphie's videos. But there was a bottle of Fettercairn right there. I could have bought that too. and a few other things. And like I said, I'd never been in this store before, and there's about 4 things in that store that I had never seen before anywhere, although I may have heard of them. So yeah, keep on checking. It's just like I should keep on checking for Lefroy Triplewood. But you know, we're all unfortunately creatures of habit, and we always look at the same place as we always do for things that aren't there. And if we only went to that little store that's maybe 2 or 3 blocks away that we've never been to, they might have something there that's interesting. Another thing, this last week, Trenny and C did a video about a bottle of, oh, what was it? It was, it had been bottled some 10 or 12 years ago, and they said that they found this in the store, you know, just dusty. And I asked them, well, where did you find this one? And they said, maybe we should call around the local area for what we want. Yeah, maybe. That's one way to do it. Anyways, yeah, they got this bottle of, oh, what was it? Douglas Lang, something Douglas Lang. And it was really good that they found it. And so, and he told me what store it was, but now there's probably nothing of that sort of thing left because they probably got all of it. But like I said, I went to a store I'd never been to today, and I saw things that I could have bought if I had the money, but I had already bought 7 bottles of things before going to the laundromat, so it was too late. I guess maybe next week. I keep saying maybe next week about a lot of things. Okay, what is this like? A leading 10 on you mean Lecheg? Okay, yes, Lecheg. Okay, for $53. It was hidden, so your story does happen. Yes, it does. In fact, about a year and a half after they had discontinued the Johnny Walker Green, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago? Well, 3 or 4 years ago. A year later, I saw it in a store after it had disappeared from all the other stores. I just went to this little Skid Row store in a town where the people who would normally go to that Skid Row store would just want to go in there for some cheap beer. And Lecheg 10 is powerfully delicious. You're right. It's good stuff. Very good. I like Lecheg 10. I think I saw some a couple weeks ago, but I didn't buy it just because I had spent my money already. Pretty much having a one-on-one. Yeah, there's 3 other people watching apparently, but they're not saying anything. I was hoping that Pinto Beans, Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans would join us tonight, because last week he asked me if I was going to do one tonight. And I was going to come in at 10 o'clock my time. But I was a little late coming on. So I guess if he misses this, he misses this. I may not come on tomorrow. So tomorrow you all could watch this as if I'm doing this tomorrow. The water's good. Okay. We'll be off to bed soon. I understand you, Jonathan. Hope you're on again. I enjoy talking whiskey, but I'm half asleep. You know what I think I might do? I might just call this one and shut her down and come back tomorrow after the dummies, because I was doing this one for Jackass, but he didn't show up, and I even sent him a little message on one of my videos. It would have got to his email if he's on. But if he's sleeping now, then he wouldn't be on. You won't be missing out on anything. No, I think I'll come on just after the dummies tomorrow. I'm gonna maybe drink some more. Maybe I'll try the Fonseca and the Slivovitz tomorrow when I come online again. And, Sneerson saying, been drinking a few grams of Weiser's double rye. Okay, you mean the double still rye, yeah. And Lecheg 10, yes, got a bottle, a triple rye, and Starbucks energy coffee drink. Last comment was too long, cut me off. Yeah, I hate when that happens. It's happened to me too. You got to limit it to 500 characters and so on. No, stay on. Oh, okay, I can stay on a little while. Weiser's double still rye. Yeah, that's not expensive either. That's pretty good. And Lecheg 10, I got to get some more too. Oh, cool. So, okay, so you're not the only one there, Jonathan. There's 3 of us now. Now all we need is Pinto Beans to come on. If he does, that would be great. Sometimes he comes on halfway through the show. Yeah. I suppose I could develop a taste for this. Maybe this is not such a good sherry. Tastes kind of like wine, but it's like a mixture of. Any contact with Cindy lately? Yeah, we talked on the phone last week. That's all. We talked on the phone last week. She got a new place to live in Alberta. Things are going okay with her. She's been getting together with old friends and stuff, and yeah, she's doing all right. A mutual friend of ours died last Monday, and so we were in contact about that. And now, well, yeah, Alberta can be good. I like the skies. There's nothing else but skies. Yeah, well, everyone has their turn, I guess. When people pass, they pass. This one, her health was kind of touch and go for a long time, and now she was just feeling a little sick. She thought she had a cold. She had a cold for about a month, or so it appeared. She was coughing up stuff and what have you. Turned out to be lung cancer, and they did some more tests after a few days to figure out what else was wrong. There was lung cancer, there was stomach cancer, there was spleen cancer, and pancreatic cancer, something like that. So when your guts are shot, you don't have much of a chance. She went for chemo, and chemo didn't help. 50-50 chance. Drinking since 4 p.m. and feeling ready to just about puke, so excited that I got a surprise live feed. Yes, she was a smoker. You're right. Yeah. I'm glad I quit smoking several years ago. I would probably be in... I probably wouldn't have long to live either if I kept on smoking the way I did. I think it's, 8 years ago, I was like 30 cigarettes a day smoker. And, yeah, it's not good. I'm glad I stopped when I did, because I don't think I would have lasted all that long. Yeah, well, I'm sorry too. Yeah, it's her spouse that has the bigger loss than all the rest of us. So, whiskey is not nearly as bad as smoking. Yeah, even be healthy just for relaxation alone. Yes. The distressing something. I don't think whiskey is all around bad for you. It's just it's a question of quantity, how much you drink. I'm not saying that I'm exactly a teetotaler, nor am I exactly a lush. I drink. I have 2-3 drams a day, maybe 4 or 5, and on weekends it's usually more. This morning I had 3 or 4 drams of bourbon. Three, yeah. I started with what was it? Evan Williams single barrel. Then I had some Duke, and then I had some Maker's 46, and then I fell asleep. And tonight, well, I had a gin and tonic, and I'm making my way through this dry sherry. Is every dram about 50 mils? Yeah, somewhere between 40 and 50. Usually it's, I don't have a Glencairn here because I'm not drinking whiskey tonight, but it's usually to the fattest part of the Glencairn, so that's about 50 mils or so, yeah, something like that. I don't measure exactly. I'm not that exact about it. Sometimes it's 60 mils, so. Smoking cigars and whiskey is good for you in proportion. Yeah, it's all a moderation thing. Yeah. It's all a moderation things. And with cigars, you're not really supposed to inhale much anyway. You're just supposed to enjoy the vapors, right? You're not supposed to take great big healthy lungfuls of smoke like you would with cigarettes. I really enjoyed smoking the pipe too. That was a nice relaxing thing as well. I might take it up again. I don't know though. It might make me want to smoke cigarettes again. But, after smoking a pipe, which is a rich, aromatic, relaxing experience, smoking a cigarette is like eating paper after eating, after eating sushi. You're eating sushi and you're enjoying all the subtle flavors, and then you eat paper after that. Well, that's what cigarettes are after smoking a pipe. It's like eating paper after. Yeah, you know what I mean. Gosh, this stuff is dry. Very dry. Do not inhale. Yeah, exactly. There you go. I made that mistake one time. I think I inhaled with the pipe, and all it did was give me a fucking headache. This is different. Lafroig makes you feel like you smoked a cigar. I think a pipe is drier and hotter. Cigars tend to be more, how can I say it, more tarry. I don't know. I tried cigars and I didn't really, well, of course they were not good cigars. They were cheap cigars. And I didn't enjoy them as much as I enjoyed the pipe. But, everyone's different. Cigars are sweeter. I think it depends on the tobacco. There are some pipe tobaccos that are pretty sweet too. With the pipe, you get a bit of that wood flavor too. If it's a wooden bowl, you might get a bit of that as well. With the cigar, you just get the tobacco leaves. I can't do this alone. What do you mean? I'm here too. I'm considering quitting drinking whiskey and taking up dope when they legalize next year. Good stuff. Yeah. Did I ever mention that I enjoyed when I lived in Montreal in the 80s? I had a lot of friends who would smoke hash, and so they smoked me up on hashish every so often. You know, I supplied the homebrew. They supplied the hash pipe, and I remember one evening we had a lot of homebrew and smoked a lot of hash, and I had all the answers to all the problems in the world and all the solutions to make the world a better place. And I knew that if I could only put them down, I would have them the next day. Of course, I couldn't write. So I went to sleep and I woke up remembering that I had all the answers to all the questions and all the problems, but not remembering any of them. That's a bit of a downer. Pipe gives a tongue burn? You have to smoke it gently, I think. It can, yeah. But if you keep it moist with beer or something, it's not too bad. And, since I moved out here, I've been out here for 20 years, and I think I was here maybe 7 or 8 years, and some girl smoked me up on some of the BC bud, the marijuana that they grow out here, and it just made me paranoid. I didn't like that. Like a good time, rock and roll. Yeah. And I just felt paranoid, and I said, no, I don't like this. This is not for me. Paranoid and out of control and unsure of myself, and I'm not usually like that. Usually I'm pretty self-confident, and I'm usually on top of the situation wherever I am, but this made me feel completely unlike myself. So, yeah, no, they can legalize it all they want. That doesn't mean I have to do it. I think all drugs should be legal. They should. That way there's no mystique about it, and they can take they take all the criminal element out of it. Well, yes, Nearson, you got a point about cleaning the pipe and cigars are done. That's true. I think the pipe has more of a ritual to it. The cleaning is part of the ritual, and I kind of enjoy that ritualized thing. Maybe I need more ritual in my life to slow me down and to make me think of what I'm doing. Because in today's world, everything is instant gratification, and boom, there it is. Paranoia is a soul in unrest. Yes, and that is exactly what smoking pot does to me. Yep, exactly. Yeah, I don't mind a bit of ritual. A bit of ritual, like, doing the glass, turning the glass, and yeah. And Jonathan is off. Must sleep, enjoy the dram, and remainder of your flight. Until next time. Okay, next time. Have a good one. We got 7 people viewing, or is it 6 when Jonathan leaves? And people are not commenting much. Well, except for Sneerson. And on we go. Should I stay on some more? Thing about this sherry, I gotta have water on the side. Oh. Oh, Whiskey Whistle. Ah, good to see you, Mark. Nice of you to drop in and say hello. I was just mentioning earlier that I watched your video on the Lefroy 15, and I had thought, gee, you know, I should have bought one of those when I looked at it, but I went and got silly things like this sherry and this port and this Slivovitz. What was I thinking? Oh, you're welcome. Hey, good to see you. If I was on the other system, and if I was on if I had your email, I could invite you to come on, but I'm not on Google Hangouts right now, so I can't do that. But one day we might do that. And your daughter's saying hello. Hello, Mark's daughter. Nice to see you. Ooh. Yeah, you know, I needed to try some sherry too, so that's why I'm doing this. You know, we all must do our part to keep the production of sherry casks going so that there will be some for the whiskey in the future. I'm going to Catholic ritual in the morning. Going to hug from hell. Let's do that. Oh, you mean go live? Do you mean we should switch over to Google? Or to, Google Hangouts. And Sneerson saying, hey, whistle, yeah. Okay. Well, great, we got 6 people watching. That's not too bad considering how late it is at night. And I was hoping to get some people from the other side of the world, and there you are, Mark. That's great. Maybe in a little while. Not tonight. Oh, cookie production. Oh, very important. Yeah, okay. Not tonight. Someday. Doesn't have to be tonight. Cookie production. So what kind of cookies are you making? Like chocolate chips and gingerbread men and, I don't know. What kind of cookies would you be making? In Korea, I know this is kind of a stereotypical thing, but they're not rice cookies, are they? Cookie production. Okay, I can sort of relate, or maybe I can't relate, but I can appreciate it intellectually. Yeah, how's that? Okay, chocolate chip oatmeal, my favorite kind. I just bought a pack of those tonight when I did my groceries. It was, the Dad's Cookies, chocolate oatmeal. Yeah, chocolate chip oatmeal. No rice cookies. Good, okay. Yeah, it is Mark from Korea. Yes. Yes, Sneerson. This is great. Oh, boy. This stuff is dry. Oh, man. Yeah, Dad's. Yeah, very good. The only thing is they made the package smaller now. They hold 9, 18, 27 cookies, and they used to hold something like 50. And I think they charge you the same amount. From Winnipeg, living in Seoul. Excellent, yes. Hi all. Well, there's only four people besides me and you, Mark. So we're kind of scaled down tonight. It's because I came on so late. I came on like at about 11 o'clock, and so it wasn't a big production. I was actually originally going to do this tomorrow after the dummies come on, but what happened is that Jackass Whiskey and Pinto Beans asked me to do it tonight, and I said, yeah, I'll be on at 10, but I ended up coming on later, like at 11. That's because I did all my laundry and I did my groceries and I bought 7 bottles of stuff. By the way, I've also got some port here, which I want to try tonight, and some Slivovitz, just because I'm taking a detour from my usual whiskey. What do you call it? Whiskey journey. Yeah. Oh, you still got the Balvenie going. Excellent. I don't have any of that anymore. I finished mine. I don't have any Balvenie left. I'll have to go get some, but you know, I'm thinking there's so many whiskeys out there. How's the sherry? Well, you know, it kind of smells like and tastes like a mixture of brandy and wine. And I'm not really that crazy about wine or that crazy about brandy, but the mixture is actually kind of palatable. However, this stuff is dry. Oh, it's making my mouth so dry. And yeah, that was your 2016 best whiskey, yeah. And I was impressed when I saw you doing a review of that, Mark, because I had just done it myself and enjoyed it a lot. And yeah, you did good with that. This could grow on me, you know. But it's dry. Oh man, I drank a whole thing of water since I poured that. And it's still dry. Oh my. That's not moonshine, by the way. That's water in a moonshine jar. Greetings from Minnesota. Oh, what's that? What's this? Oh, Canada Post. Amazing what things you find. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? Okay, you've had port and Madeira. Okay, so I got some port. I'm going to try that too, but I didn't get any Madeira. Although once, about 40 years ago, I went to a Portuguese restaurant and they had shrimp in a Madeira wine sauce. And I have had a couple of Madeira finish whiskeys, namely the Penderyn from Wales. And what other Madeira have I had? There was another one. I don't remember which one it was. Where is DVK, Sasha, and Pasha? I don't know. Maybe he's expecting to. Maybe it's past his bedtime again. Maybe his parents took his internet privileges away. I don't know. That's right. We coincided. Greetings from Minnesota. Yeah, okay, I've seen that before. Oh, hi, William, says Whiskey Whistle, and I'm a fan. Canadian reviewers are the best. Oh, thanks, Sneerson. Yeah, exactly. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Oh, I did receive something else in the mail. And I don't know. Should I unbox it today or unbox it tomorrow? 3 sheets to the wind. Do you leave these live shows up as recorded shows? Yeah, but I don't think too many people watch them because a lot of them are hours and hours and hours long. So I think every one that I've ever done is still up on my channel. Maybe you'll pour yourself a splash of something. That's an idea. Oh, William's back. Was last in touch on Canada Day. Hope all is well in Seoul. Okay. Yeah, Canada Day. Seems a long time ago. I did none of the traditional Canada Day stuff. I just stayed here. Did very little else. 7 people watching now. That's not bad. This is meant to be sipped too. You can't just pound this stuff back or you'll get gassed. Just a moment. I'll be back. Well, Mark, maybe I'll take you up on that idea of yours to get some cabinetry because my floor is getting kind of full of whiskey. I'll be right back. Okay, getting back to where things have been. Okay. Remember, thanks very much. Yes, all is well. Okay. Hot and humid. Oh, yeah. It was a little more humid here today than it usually is. Oh, come on. Come on. It's just water. Even though it looks like the original contents, virgin spirits, 50% malted barley spirit, new make from the Dove Glass Distillery up in the Okanagan. Hopefully won't be too long till they have some whiskey going because it's aging in barrels right now. Okay. What you pouring whistle? Oh, Grandad 114. Ah. Plus a little glass of Osborne Ruby Sherry. Oops, port, lol, not sherry. Port Glenmorangie is good. Yes, the Quinta Rubin is very nice. I enjoyed that one a lot too. That's why I'm kind of anxious to try this port. Even though it might not be the same kind of port as the port would finish. I also have some Amrut Porto Novo, which I haven't tried yet, but that was aged in port casks. So that's going to be interesting to try. But I still got the sherry going. Ah. Dark Cove. Ah, Dark Cove would be... I've heard enough about it, but I've never had any. I've never seen it here. That would be the Ardbeg. Yeah, I've heard guys talking about it like the Scotch test dummies, but I've never seen it on the shelf, so maybe I should ask about it sometime. It's smooth, fruity, and somewhat acidic. I guess the acidic is from the wine. And dry. Oh, dry. And that's this one here. I should have known. It says dry sack on it, right? Should have known. This is the Pedro Jimenez and something else sherry. Palomino and Pedro Jimenez. Yeah. It says sherry in 3 different languages. Okay, where were we? Whiskey Whistle says, just added a couple drops of port to the bourbon. Poor man's angel's envy. I want to try that one. My port is too sweet. Okay. But you have, is it port or is it sherry now? Oh yeah, yours is port. Okay. This is sherry. I have a port too, and I'm going to pour the port as soon as I've finished with the sherry. And it is going down, seeing as it's only about 19%. It shouldn't last too long. Now, why do people dislike a video like this? Did somebody dislike it? Yeah, okay, it's port. You know, I thought you said sherry. You got me confused because I first saw sherry and then I saw port. And then, yeah, okay. You know, if somebody dislikes the video, that's up to them. They can dislike it if they want, you know. And Dark Cove, wonderful, strong peat. It is an Ardbeg. Okay, with characteristic sea briny notes, but has a great mid-palate sherry note. Okay. Like I said, I haven't tried that one. Never seen it here, but I've heard about it. I've had other Ardbegs. I've had Ori Verdes and Perpetuum. And did I get one more recently than that? No, I think that's the last Ardbeg that I have. But I've got some Lafroigs, and I've got lots of whiskeys anyway. But yeah, you know, you always want to try everything. And so because of port casks and sherry casks, that's why I'm doing some sherry and port tonight. Just to take a little detour from my usual a run for lag 16's money. Oh yeah, maybe. I have some Lag 16 Distillery Edition, which I find far superior to the regular Lag 16. Really nice. It's seamless the way they have taken the peat and the sherry cask, and they've just married the two seamlessly. It's beautiful. Yeah. Tried the Wiser's Double Rye for the first time. Okay. Another one for Canadian whiskey. Good. I actually bought some Dark Horse tonight. That's the one from Alberta Premium. It's the Dark Horse, 45% alcohol by volume. It's 100% rye, and It's a more deeply charred barrel, and I think there's something in there that gives it the flavor of black currants. But I was also watching a review by Whisky aus der Sicht eines Amerikaners in Germany, and he did in the last week a Canadian Club Black, and he said it's really good. He likes it. He finds it to be a lot like a bourbon, and so I thought, okay, a bourbon, let's try it. So I bought a bottle of that too. Let's see, what did I do? I got a bottle of Black Horse. I got a bottle of Canadian Club Black. I got a bottle of Prohibition. That's Cutty Sark Prohibition. I got a bottle of Wild Turkey 101. I got this. I got that. And I got that for about $225, which is only about $25 more than a bottle of the Lafroig 15 would have cost me. So maybe I got more bang for my buck. Okay. Anyone tried Silk Tassel or 1848 Sazerac? Silk Tassel. I have some other things similar to that. That's a Canadian whiskey. What is it, from Shenley's or one of those houses? And 1848 Sazerac. No, I've just had the regular Sazerac. I don't think we can get the 1848 here. I've never seen it anyway. Just getting the regular Sazerac is sometimes a bit of a hunt. Could all this burping be an indication that I am drinking fast? I don't know. Well, I've never had either of those, so I don't know. Mark, have you? Oh, man. It's my party and I'll burp if I want to. Okay. I was kind of anxious to do this. So the port, we got a Fonseca Porto Bin 27. Potter's Special Old. Hiram Walker's Special Old, yes. I thought we agreed not to mention that one ever again. Potter's. Did I get some of that? No, but I got some Golden Wedding, and I got a couple other bottom shelfers, Canadian bottom shelf whiskeys that I'm eager to try. Oh, there's an Alberta Springs too that I think I want to do tomorrow. Not the Alberta Premium, but the Alberta Springs, which is from the same distillery. That's another bottom shelf one, so I'm going to try and go through all the bottom shelf offerings of Canadian whiskey there are this year. Well, I'll try to this year. Okay, and this has the same kind of cork once again as the sherry. It looks like a whiskey style cork with a plastic top and a cork that comes in and goes out of the, meaning you don't need to have a corkscrew. Okay, well, I got this whole thing off of there, this foil thing, and here we go. Uh-oh. This is tight. Oh, tight. Okay. Huh. The cork is drenched, and it was a tight one too. Here come to port. Oh my gosh, that is darkness. Now, what does it say about this Fonseca port? If it says anything at all. Let's turn the light up. Who agreed? Hiram Special Old is numero uno. Yeah, for bottom stuff, shelf stuff, it's wonderful. Okay. 20% alcohol by volume. Established in 1815. Fonseca Porto. Port wine. Product of Portugal. Bottled by Quinta and Vineyard Bottlers. Vinhos S.A. VM Gaia, Portugal. Exotic stuff. The family reserve of Guimarães family for 5 generations. Bin number 27 is a blend of rich, fruity ports, aged in oak casks, ready to drink immediately. It does not need to be decanted unless kept in a bottle for some time. Well, it's probably going to disappear fast. Most likely during my camping trip. About it from the mountaintop. Okay. All right. I think Mark is more into his cookie production, and I don't blame him. It's all right. Oh, this has got some legs. I think they're standing on the stuff that was in here before. Oh. This reminds me of a marsala sauce. Wow. Okay, now I got some port. Eating one now with poor man's angel's envy. Very good. That smells dry and sweet at the same time. But I didn't know which bottle of port and which bottle of sherry to get. I was just looking. Never having tried any, I wouldn't know which one to get. They had a lot of things like port and sherry from Australia and New Zealand, but they couldn't call it port or sherry, even though it was fortified wine, because it wasn't either from Portugal or from Spain. And so I didn't get those. I got some real sherry, Pedro Jimenez, and some real port from Portugal. Well, let's see now. It still smells kind of sweet. And a little yeasty. Okay, Love Silk Tassel's predecessor, Old Canada. Okay, so it's a bottom shelf Canadian. Save that absinthe for my visit. We will get blitzed some sweet, sweet, sweet port as well to finish it off. Maybe some Moody Blues. Nights in White Satin. Ah, yes. Lovely to see you again, my friend. Walk along with me till the next bend. Okay, I'll drink to that. Wow. Wow. You know, it tastes better than it smells. And I definitely get where the influence goes on the Quinta Rubin Glenmorangie. I get it. As soon as my first mouthful, I get it. I definitely get it. I think I prefer the port to the sherry, just like I prefer the port finish to a sherry finish. Yes. This is not too sweet. It's just about right. It's a little sweet as it goes in, but then it's kind of dry on the sides. It coats the mouth completely, and dry on the finish. Oh, I like this. It comes on sweet, and then it gets drier. Got to drink a lot of water though, because this morning or in the afternoon after drinking the high proof bourbon in the morning, I had some cramps in my legs because I didn't drink quite enough water. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I can't complain about this. So far, I'm liking the this stuff, the Fonseca, more than I'm liking the dry sack sherry. Wow, not bad. And it's got legs. I don't know if you can see those. See those legs? I don't know if you can. You probably see the wrinkles in my shirt better than you see the legs. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Silk tassel. You know what? Based on this, I like port. Very nice. So what else is going on? We've got 5 people watching. They're making a few comments and watching me drink. I don't know. I don't have all that much to talk about tonight. Except, no, not really all that much. I'm just a little disappointed that Jackass didn't show up. Maybe, well, no, he's probably not going to show up tomorrow because he's got to work tomorrow, or so he told me. Maybe he went to sleep early because I didn't show up at 10 o'clock. Or by his clock it would have been midnight, so I would have come on by 1 o'clock his time, which I think it's about 1 o'clock by Sneerson's time, right? Gooderham and Warts. I think I did a video of Gooderham and Warts at one point, and I liked it immediately. And everyone else I've talked to, or anyone else who's mentioned it, has enjoyed it. It is very nice juice. It has, let's see, there's corn, there's malted barley, there's rye, and I think there's wheat. And I think And yeah, okay. There's some lot 40 kind of rye thing in there too. Yeah. Oh, it's very nice. I think it's a little better balanced than lot 40. It's got, you know, some of that wheat and some of that. Oh, Whiskey Whistle wants to try Gooder Ham and Warts. Yeah, I think you'd like it too. You got some. You got a secret Winnipeg pipeline going on there, because you keep mentioning Winnipeg, and I know it's your hometown, but you keep mentioning it like you're watching it on the web and stuff to see what the prices are there. Or maybe you've got somebody in Winnipeg who can send you some. I could, no, I don't know. Might be a bit dicey getting samples to Korea from here. And besides, I don't have any Gooder Ham and Warts right away. My bottle disappeared fast enough. Was that late last year or earlier this year? I think it was late last year. I think in fall I had a bottle of that, and it just went down. When did I make that video? Let me see. I'm going to check it. I'm going to check it. I made that video. And video manager. And Gooder Ham. August 26, 2016. So yeah, I made that video almost a year ago when I first tried it. So I had it last fall mostly. And file, new tab. And I think I saw something with Scott's face on it. There it is. Next live stream announcement, Sunday, the 23rd of July. 2 p.m. Central. So high noon, don't you forsake me, oh my darling, by my time. Okay. 5 people watching. Let's restore the chat. Where are you? You pop out, you. Did anybody say anything since I went and saw that? And notice that it's been a year since I had first opened a bottle of Gooder Ham. Okay. Prices are high except for the old bottle. Whoa. Okay. Prices are high except for the odd bottle like Glenfiddich 21 is only $240. 240 is a lot of money. I don't care where. Okay. Oh, Whiskey Whistle says, congrats on 500 subscribers. You have another channel too, right? I have 3 other channels. I have, well, only one of them is active right now. It's the Mehquig channel, Mehquig. I guess it has maybe 150 or 200 subscribers. That's the one where I do my taxi vlogs. And I have the original Fequig channel that I started back in 2006. It has about 1,500 subscribers, but I haven't done much with it lately. That one just started as a YouTube channel. It was on my YouTube channel, and I just did some vlogging and talking about stuff. And then it sort of morphed into a travel channel. So anytime Cindy and I went traveling somewhere, we made videos of it. And the last time I put anything on there was an owl had crashed into the top light of my taxi. And I think that was about, I don't know, 4 or 5, maybe 6 months ago. And now I'm going to go camping in a couple of weeks, so hopefully I'll be able to get some footage of the camping trip I'm going to do, and that's going to go on my main Fequig, F-E-H-Q-U-I-G channel. Then I had another channel that has just a few subscribers. I wanted to make that more my personal channel, And back in the early days of YouTube, it was clone your channel. Somebody made up a contest to clone your channel, so I cloned my original channel and put this other one up, and I made it more personal stuff, more stuff that if you're a really diehard Quig fan, you'd want to see that, and so it goes. But yeah, the channel on which I'm most active now is this one. So I'm just going along with it. I'm not in a competition or anything. I'm not going to say, like, subscribe, check out my webpage and check out my Patreon and go to my Twitter and go to my Facebook. And I'm not going to do that. I don't do that. I just I let this channel do the talking for itself, and I don't publicize it. I'll let people find it on their own, and if they do find it based on what other stuff they're watching, I want it to be self-selecting. I don't want to... I'm not an attention whore, really. I just want to... I just do this for the fun of it, because I enjoy doing it. Masterson Rye. Worth it. Heard it won Canadian Whiskey of the Year. Do I need to ask? Wow. Not Masterson. Masterton. Masterton Rye. I've never heard of that. Who makes that? Maybe I should check the page. Let's see now. Masterton. Masterton Rye. Oh, maybe it's Masterson Rye. Canadian Rye, Masterson, 45%. Canadian Whiskey, Masterson's Straight Rye, panorama of grassy dry grain, moist earth and burlap sacks along with zingy pepper, blossoming floral vanilla, fragrant leather and tobacco leaves, spicy rye. Huh. Never heard of this. Masterson's 10-year-old straight rye whiskey is named for Canadian-born U.S. Old West lawman William Bat Masterson. Okay. They even made a TV show out of this, about this guy back in the day. Back in the 60s, I think. Huh. Oh, wait. Seeking to... Okay. Well, I'll see if I can see this on the shelves. I've never heard of it before. Never seen it. Maybe it's all sold out. I couldn't tell you. Restore chat. Let's see if you said anything while I was babbling. Pop out chat. And voila. Canadian Whiskey of the Year. Yeah, it is Masterson. Would be interesting. I don't know about the $140 part. Look at these legs. They're just hanging on. They're just hanging on after all this time. Look at that. Can you see that? Wow. Victoria Whiskey Festival. Yes, I will be there. Yeah, the Whiskey Festival, that'll be in January. January, I'm looking forward to that. I'll have to get my tickets in, I think, November sometime, early November, where you got to stand out in the rain in line to get your tickets. But if you're from out of town, it's much easier. You can just, like, buy them online. Yeah, the Whiskey Festival. I can't wait. It's going to be quite a good time. And time for a diaper change. I'll see you folks later. Nice job hosting this little shindig. Over and out. Okay, later, Mark. Whenever you pop in, it's always a pleasure. And I don't know how you say cheers in Portuguese, but na zdravia. Okay, so I don't know. We should stay on. It's getting to be almost 1 o'clock my time. So that must be about 3 o'clock your time. And I think I'm going to save it for tomorrow and come back again. So I think we've been on, what, a couple hours almost. That's not too bad considering this was unexpected. Well, I was, like I said, hoping somebody would be here, but didn't show up. So it goes. So what do you say? Have you had enough? I'm getting 1 message per minute. 5 viewers. I think we're all fading. Yeah, this is nice. I can't this is nice. This is a quality product. It's it comes on a little sweet at first and then it gets dry. Based on these two, I prefer port to sherry, just like I preferred the port finish to a sherry finish. But this is not too sweet. This is just right. Okay. Bye whistle. Have to go as well. Pray for me as I will for you all. Okay. We'll do. We'll do. And I think now that we're down to 4, I think we're going to go and cut it off. Come back tomorrow and do it again. And it should be a treat. Okay, so everyone, whoever's left watching, I bid you cheers and to your very good health, and have a good night.